Hello everyone and welcome back to my The Young and Restless 24 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kyle Abbott sees that Claire Newman wants Victor Newman's blessing in her life. Still, Kyle also knows that Victor does want Claire to be with him. Kyle will put Claire to the test and see just where her fidelity lies. Will Claire pass the test? Claire is pushing for Victor and Adam to have regale together so she and Kyle can bandy their relationship with Victor. Claire is determined to move Victor that Kyle loves her and wants to take care of her. Still, Victor wants no part of Kyle and Claire together and is determined to keep them piecemeal. Victor has indeed suggested that Summer Newman to essay to work effects out with Kyle. Kyle and Summer partake a son and Victor feels that they belong together because Summer can take care of herself. Victor believes that Kyle is taking advantage of Claire because she's innocent and ignorant of the ways of the world. Victor is much more concerned about Claire concentrating on work rather of love right now. Victor will do whatever it takes to put as important distance between Claire and Kyle as he can. Kyle is apprehensive of this, but Claire doesn't see her forefather's bad side. Will Claire eventually see what Victor is over to before it's too late? To get Claire to prove her fidelity, Kyle may ask Claire to gutter Newman and go with him on a trip. Kyle may indeed offer Claire a job with him at Jabot. No matter what it is, Kyle will suppose up some test for Claire and it'll clearly go against Victor's wishes. Will Claire side with Victor or Kyle? Where does Claire's commitment lie? Kyle truly hopes that Claire will take his side and want to be with him. Claire has promised that she'll not allow her forefather to make her opinions about her love life for her. Will Claire back up her pledge and choose Kyle over Victor? Can Claire truly live her own life rather of taking orders from her forefather about her romantic life? Kyle may end up disappointed by Claire's choices and turn to Summer rather. Summer has proven that Victor cannot keep her and Kyle piecemeal formerly. Victor may detest Kyle and the rest of his family, still, Summer does end and has proven that over the times. Will Summer win Kyle back because Claire is pious to him? Kyle Abbott is set to put Claire Newman through a fidelity challenge. But her swain's insecure conduct might just blow up in his face. It seems there could be some stormy rainfall ahead for Claire and Kyle's relationship. Claire will entrust in Kyle about her deep desire for Victor Newman to embrace their relationship. Kyle will express his dubieties, questioning whether that acceptance is indeed doable and if Victor's disapprobation could eventually peril their bond. Claire will assure Kyle that she's the one who makes her own romantic opinions, and that Victor wouldn't be a hedge to their happiness. Yet, Kyle might start to have his own reservations about that certainty, and start having some dubieties. In other developments, Daniel Romalotti Jr. will defy Summer Newman, calling her out for her covetousness regarding Kyle and Claire's growing connection. Summer may start off by denying her passions, but ultimately, she might just find that Daniel has a point. This disclosure could spark a deep soul-searching for her, especially as she faces a tough decision about Kyle in the near future. A consummation might dawn on Summer, leading her to accept the rejuvenescence of her old passions rather of defying them. As the story unfolds in forthcoming occurrences, Summer may conclude that reuniting with Kyle is what she truly desires, aiming to reconstruct their family unit with Harrison Abbott. This could set the stage for the morning of the conflict between Kyle and Claire. Summer is easily making in trouble to impact Kyle's studies, pushing the notion that Victor's disapprobation could loiter indefinitely. Claire, still navigating her place within the Newman family, yearns for Victor's blessing on an important deeper scale. Although Claire insists that she wouldn't allow Victor to hamper her relationship with Kyle, Summer may smell that Claire could eventually yield to Victor's wishes. Is that the reason why Kyle is considering putting Claire through a fidelity challenge that's on the horizon? He might employ some cunning tactics, aiming to demonstrate that Claire's commitment to him will remain loyal, anyhow of Victor's opinion. Claire has a strong aversion to manipulation, and any attempts by Kyle to sway her could spark significant pressure between them. It's likely that Claire will find herself seething over Kyle's conduct, questioning the depth of their trust in one another. This situation may prompt Claire to rethink her views on Kyle, leading to enterprises that could spell trouble for their relationship. Upcoming spoilers allude at substantial hurdles ahead for both Kyle and Claire, so stay tuned for further perceptivity on the brewing conflict. Lately shut the door on any expedients for a Sally Spectra and Adam Newman romantic reunion. Valentine's Day, dreams for three major characters, and during it all dropped a massive hint to ally suckers that Sally and Adam were through, for good. Further details on this, below. The Valentine's Day show revealed some dreams from Adam, as well as Phyllis Summers, and Sharon Newman. While Phyllis had romantic relations with Billy Abbott in Paris in her dream, and Sharon was solidifying a reunion with Nick Newman at Crimson Lights in hers, Adam's dream centered on getting back together with Chelsea Lawson. Actually, effects were going well for Chatham in Adam's fantasy, that is, until Sally arrived on scene. Adam Newman slams the door on ally romance. As soon as Sally arrived in the dream, Chelsea oddly faded. Sally told Adam she forgave him for the Baltimore cheating incident and understood why he and Chelsea did what they did. She asked for an alternate chance. Still, Adam told his partner that when she rightfully broke up with him after the one-night stage, he'd let her go. The entire scene sounded to offer an added subcastive check for Adam and Sally suckers. In fact, it nearly inferred that indeed if Sally were to want Adam back in real life, his heart belonged to Chelsea. With that said, outside of Adam's recent dream, Chelsea seems veritably adamant to keep effects the way they're between her and Adam. The two have a strong co-parenting relationship. As it takes two to tango in a reunion, until Chelsea drops her guard, Adam will continue to long for a Chatham love, on his own. Phyllis Summers dances with Billy Abbott, Nick Newman spends time with Sharon Newman, and Adam Newman has fancies of Sally Spectra. Are you surprised at the below events? Don't be, because as detergents love to do, there are fantasies and featuring taking place, and not all is as it seems. Phyllis has been denying to her son Damiel Romalotti that she has moping passions for Billy. That's not what her conduct are saying still, and on Friday Red gives in to some featuring. She knows that Billy is inviting Sally in Paris and she gets in on the action in her mind. Look for Phyllis to dream about her and Billy dancing and she's enjoying it way too important for someone who claims she's over her partner. Phyllis fantasizes about Billy. Also there's Adam, who's hoping that he and Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, will find their way back to each other and be a happy family again. But his psyche gets in the way when Sally enters his unconscious mind and he remembers all the miscalculations he made with her. They lost a child together, which will no way be forgotten, and each made the other one's life miserable for a time. Look for Adam's dream to remind him of all the pain he caused Sally. But Adam ultimately moves on from the history and focuses on the present day and the future he hopes to have with Chelsea. Right now, they're living under the same roof in order to give stability for their son Connor Newman. Will this platonic situation lead to further? Away, Nick and Sharon are seen as they play out a love in Sharon's mind. She's been through a lot recently and deserves some happiness, but is Nick the bone? Who'll give it? Nick kisses Sharon's, and she swoons, before reality intrudes and the mood is broken. Will Sharon feel inspired to act on her passions?